Hi, and welcome to Tails Demo 2. My name is Tim, and I am going to show you this software project I've been working on, which is a news amalgamation site. But it works a little differently. Let me show you. We start off with this big old map, and you can see the continents of the world laid out before you. If you zoom in, you get more detail, such as the countries around. If you zoom in further, you can get more detail again. These pins show you events that have happened in the area where the pin is. For example, we have some here in the Greater London area where you have the list of events that have happened on the left. There are some search tools because a lot of things happen and you need to be able to filter them out. Let's say you want to look up various riot stuff that happens around the world. Hit search, and sure enough, you can just find those bits that are relevant. In addition to that, there is an advanced search box. In here, you can set your start and end dates for the event when it happened and choose categories. So you want to just see the health ones. You've got some of the COVID related stuff that I've added here in the UK. Now, what is an event? So let's take this one. Prince Philip dying at age 99. Once you open an event here on the left, you get this little box appear. Let's focus on this section down here first. This shows you all the places you can read about this event happening. BBC News did an article on Prince Philip dying. They did one on the Lotus Eaters as well, and the Evening Standard, and I'm sure many other places. You find the event, and then you get to choose where you read about it. In addition to that, you see these two sections here. One which shows events leading here, and one that shows events following. So events normally don't just happen completely in isolation. There's Prince Philip dying, but in this particular example, you can see just before that, we have Prince Philip leaving hospital as a separate event, which you can read about just like you could on the original one. Before then was another Prince Philip being admitted to hospital. So you can see there's a chain of events that follows, and under each one you can read about them from the different sources that talk about it. If we keep going from here, the events following is the leaving hospital we just looked at, Prince Philip dying after that, but we also have two events that have followed on from there. One is Prince Harry giving his tribute to Prince Philip, and the other, the interesting and quirky story of the Vanuatu tribe over here, which you've probably heard about. They're doing a long ceremony over his death, for they worshipped him in some manner. Okay. Now, events being linked like this is all well and useful here, but there's something in addition I put in, which I'm calling a tail, hence the name of the site, Tails. So you've got the ability on Tails to link events in any way that you particularly choose in order to tell a tale. Now, let me show you an example because that might help explain it. A friend of mine has helped me put together a few tales, and I'm going to go through this first one, which is about Harry Styles winning a Grammy Award. This is my friend. She set up these events and wrote a little bit of text for each one, and we're going to go through that now. So the first event you see on this box that's here, it's the Grammy nominations announced. As always, you can read about it from here. The next event you can see here, performers announced for Grammy 2021. Shortly after the nominations were announced, the Recording Academy revealed who would be performing at the 2021 ceremony. That's my friend adding the text herself. She is starting to lead you through a series of events in order to tell the tale. If we click this arrow, we shift. So the performers announced event is now the one in focus. The next event, Harry Styles announced as Grammy's opener. And of course, you can read about it. Next event, Harry Styles opens the Grammys. Next event, feather boa sales increase. And the next event from there, Harry Styles wins Grammy Award. Harry Styles loses the first two awards he is nominated for, but wins the Best Pop Vocal for Watermelon Sugar. This is Harry's first Grammy win and the first Grammy Award to be won by a past X Factor contestant. And that's the end of the tale. So she has told you this tale about how Harry Styles has won the Grammy Awards. You could tell it differently, or you can make any other kind of tale that you would like. So you may want something for your favourite football team and their best matches. You could string all those events together and have the videos or the news articles or whatever you want, all sitting there, ready to read about it or watch. You could use tales for whatever you particularly like. Let's pick an event here. How about Liverpool enters Tier 3 lockdown. So, we've got this event here. Let's say, just for sake of the argument, that this actually didn't happen. Let's say this article is fake news. Now, what would normally happen when an article is got some terrible flaws in it is that they would have to print a retraction. Now, what I would like my robots to do is detect the retraction, find the event that it's about, and then mark it here on the site that there has been a retraction on at least one of the stories. Doesn't necessarily mean the event isn't there, but at least you'll know right here when looking at the headline that it has been retracted, or a retraction has happened. Because let's face it, we never actually see the retractions. I don't think I have ever read a retraction. And it would be nice to get a little bit more accountability to the news. I'm hoping that that will reward good journalism and penalise the bad. Well, that's it from me. That's Tales demoed for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Coming up is going to be a poll. It would be wonderful if you could just answer the questions there. Basically, it's about whether you think Tales is any good or not, and if I should continue working on it. I'm happy to receive any comments, positive or negative, feature suggestions. Yeah, great. Thank you very much, and take care.